Hi, my name is Jonathon McCrory, and I am the marketing director slash founding member of the Movement Theater Company. I am a New York-based artist, but my original roots are from Washington, D.C. And why do I do theater? Or where did my starting point in theater actually begin? It started in Washington, D.C. I went to a high school called Duke Ellington School of the Arts. There I studied theater and musical theater, some technical theater as well. And it was there where I kind of got the fundamental roots of the type of work that I do today. A lot of those cats and teachers that I worked with, like Linda Gravatt, Mike Malone when he was there, Vera Katz, all those kind of great iconic teachers, especially in DC, some nationally, were very instrumental in helping to groom me to understanding the importance of black theater, culturally specific theater, and the understanding that this type of theater, this exploration or this expression of theater, is a way in which for culture, message, understanding of the world, a way to like really have social movement and social justice and take it to the next level. And it was from their teachings and their knowledge and their professionalism that I kind of groomed myself and shaped myself. And from there I went to NYU, where I started my life in New York. And I can say that NYU was a playing ground to be able to articulate some of the lessons that I learned at Duke. And it was through my time at NYU that I really got to articulate myself even further as an artist, as a practitioner, and kind of see how versatile I can be. Not thinking of myself just as an actor, thinking of myself as a director, as a playwright, thinking of myself now, as the movement, a producer, and kind of figuring out where does all that juggle, where's the importance of it, what do I not do, or what do I say I can do, or do I say I can do it all? And those were just things that kind of were playing in my head as I was at NYU, and trying to figure out that type of what that language meant to my life. After NYU, I stuck with the Movement Theater Company. We're now 4 years. We're going to our 4th year as a young organization, and we've done a lot of great things. And from that, I think it's my work with the movement that I feel like I've been able to kind of spread my wings, per se, and really be able to be the artist that I kind of want to be. I'm my own boss. I'm my own person that gets to say kind of like, no, you can't do this, or yes, you can, or how far do you want to go, or do you want to cut back? And yes, I work with a team of people, but like we as a team were able just to dream. And dream of the type of theater that we want to do, dream of the type of message we want to give, and really be able to define ourselves without limitations, and be the agent of change that we want to be. We're a theater company that kind of caters our work to trying to discover how people of color can be represented in the media and the arts in a different way. What stories, what messages have not been told, what stories and messages need to be told, and what stories and messages are people afraid to tell. And I think that's what we try to do. I think that's what we are doing. And I think that's what makes us exciting, is that we are trying to tackle themes and messages and topics that a lot of other people might not readily just pick up and be like, ooh, I really want to do this because it's too hot. It's too much of a button. It's too much of something that is afraid to do. And we as an organization are here to kind of present a movement, a progressive movement, thinking back to the Black Arts movement, thinking back to the times where theater was a space of social change. Theater was a space where it was about entertainment, but it also was about leaving you with a message by the time it was over, and making you go back into the world and kind of keep the grassroots movement going, and that's our hope. That's what we hope for. That's what we are striving for. That's what I think that we try to do every single time we try to do a production. Every single time we're thinking about a production or a piece, and what we're trying to do in our day-to-day lives as artists. So that's kind of where my trajectory as a practitioner in theater has gone, and where I hope to go. I hope to see myself still producing my own work, still creating my own work, but creating an institution so that the house is big enough to hold more stories. The house is big enough to produce more stories correctly, give them the type of weight and the type of support, financially, manpower, acting-wise, development-wise, so that they are fully fleshed stories that can breathe and give a voice to a community that is at sometimes crying to be heard, and sometimes laughing to be heard, sometimes jolly to be heard, and allow a new voice to enter into America's tapestry. So hope to travel. With that saying, hope to make connections with new playwrights and new artists, and build a network, build a strong network that's able to withstand this transition that I feel like America's in. Some level the world is in, but this transition that we're in, it allows for something new to sprout out, that is built on the foundation of great giants, but something new to sprout out. And I think that's very, very key. I was just talking to someone earlier, an older artist that I had studied under for a little while. She was talking to me about how she just came back from Starbucks because she has to reinvent herself. At this age in her game, she's probably been doing it for maybe about 40 years. And this age in her game, she has to reinvent herself consistently, because of the pace in which technology is being infused into the artistic form, and the way in the pace that knowledge is being infused into the artistic form in a new way. And I think that allows for something new to happen, something exciting to happen, though challenging, but something new to happen. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how we're, as a company, and me as an artist, are able to articulate ourselves in the future. You heard it first at Black Theater USA. Check us out.